What's up, guys? Christian here from CK Wrap. So something a little bit different going on this GLK. We have CYS. So CYS is a brand that is not too commonly used. They do have quite a few color options. So this is one of them. This is satin red chrome. It's gonna look a bit different than Avery's. Price point, huge difference. I mean, like Avery satin red chrome was like over 3 grand Canadian, close to 3,000 US dollars. It's quite a bit of money, while this, on the other hand, is around the $1,000 mark. So it comes in a box that says CYS. So let's just go about it here a little bit and talk about it when I received it and opened it up. It also comes 20 yards, which seems to be the max size. So you get 60 feet, 20 yards, not 25, so not 75 feet, and not 25 yards. The vinyl is completely intact. Not really sure where it's manufactured, but I do want to show you what color options they have. They do have quite a few color options. They have some really nice colors, actually. So they have a lot of color flips down here. Gloss, satin color flips, like matte, like Rising Sun. This is very similar to Avery's. Urban Jungle, very similar to Avery's. Roaring Thunder, similar to Avery's. Rushing Riptide, it's all Avery stuff. Like, these are Avery names. And then they have these nice metallics. Some of them are super nice, actually. So I'm gonna do videos on how this installs. I actually really like this one. It has kind of these metallics have like almost like a texture finish. They're a little bit interesting. And then they also come in like a matte or a satin. But then they also have like, I wouldn't say that basic. Their colors are not that basic. They have really nice colors. And this is Magic Satin White. That's kind of like a pearl. Magic Gold Pink. That's kind of cool. But yeah, they have, anyways, check it out. I'll let you know how the film installs. Since I haven't used this particular satin chrome before. It's not as lustrous as Vvivid, so I want to show you for an example of what that looks like. We could also compare it to Avery's. The customer chose this color because it was a bit darker, so which it is, but it's not as shiny at the same time. So I'm not sure how well you can see that. Bring it a little closer. So you can see that there's a bit more sheen to this as opposed to this. So I mean, it depends on the look you're going for, right? It's not necessarily, people don't necessarily want this much shine. They want something that's a little more matte like this, but still has that really heavy metallic effect to it without metallic flake. Now, as far as Avery goes, let's check that one out. Give me 1 second here. Just want to make sure that doesn't fall. Just gonna put the mic down. So I've got a huge sheet of Avery right here. I've got a large sheet of Avery right here. Let's stick the mic back on. All right. So let's talk about what Avery looks like. Now, the thickness of this looks really nice. Compared to this is a huge difference. This is kind of like almost a little more orange when you put it side by side. I don't know. It's like, you tell me. But it does look really good. Like, this color is awesome. I love it, and everyone loves it. This is just over $3,000 a roll, so it gets expensive. And then we can go with, let's check out Vvivid's here. So Vvivid's has more of a metallic, but like more of a metal effect to it. And it's lighter, which I would rather it be darker. I think it would do a little bit better if it was darker. It's kind of like a light red. It's not pink, because you can see what pink looks like, but it's like a light red. And that could be, people could think like a light red is like pink, so they might not like it. Anyways, they all have different adhesives. The adhesive on CYS, we've already done a video on the satin chrome adhesives, so you can check that out. I'll post a link in the top corner. I was comparing CYS to Tech Wrap and Vvivid Satin Chrome. So let's just check out, should be the same as what we already reviewed. Yeah, so fairly low initial tack, clear adhesive, let's check it out. So clear adhesive makes things really nice, and as far as like seaming things go, because you don't see it. Avery's on the other hand is so thick and it's laminated, and when you do seams it's almost impossible to hide the seam, and it gets really difficult with Avery because of its thickness. And if you don't cut through the laminate properly, you end up with like a white layer. So there's obviously gray backing, and then you end up, if you don't cut through this enough, then you end up with a white line, and it kind of sucks. So if you have to, when you're seaming, you have to make sure you're cut all the way through. Obviously you have to use PPF line knifeless tape to make sure that you're doing that properly without cutting on the paint, but always there are some times where we can't use knifeless tape where we do have to cut on the paint, so obviously that's where skill level comes in. Anyways, just wanted to give you a quick recap on, or a quick overview of the product. What I think of it, I don't know yet, so we'll get into installing front fenders, hoods, that kind of stuff. I'm not sure how I have to go about doing it yet, and what the you know, if I have to seam any areas, or you know, what the forgiveness is like and the pliability is like on the film itself. This front end does have PPF on it, so I will just go over a couple of things with the car. The rear end was repainted. I believe it was, I think it was a salvage or something like that. But you can see there's PPF. Oops, lost my mic. So there's PPF over the whole front bumper. All right. It's not the nicest here. It's got a little bit of a ripple in it. It will show through. Don't know who did it, because I don't know if the car's American. I have no idea, actually. I should have looked. But the roof's gonna be gloss black. It's really just that section there. And then I just want to show you something. There's masking tape. I keep losing my mic, sorry guys. There's masking tape up there, which kind of shows me that it was repainted at some point. You can see the orange peel in the paint, especially down here. It's quite noticeable. We're also doing a couple of other things. They want the wheels black, so we're doing the wheels black. And then this piece they wanted black, so we're doing that black. And there's the front end we're doing black as well, so we're doing this piece right here, this whole section here black. That's it. So as far as the installation goes, I'll go through it with you guys, let you know what I think about it. Mirrors are not terrible, but they're not the easiest either. They'll be sectioned, they'll be seamed at the joint right in here. There's PPF on the mirror too, and it doesn't look very good. So unfortunately, I'm not going to remove all the PPF, but hopefully the wrap hides a lot of those imperfections. And yeah, that's it guys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more what this car is and what this car looks like and what CYS is like to install, hit the subscribe button guys. Stay tuned for more information. We do have a signature CK Wraps color line coming up. 5 colors should be coming up in the new year. We're working on them right now, trying to get them out as soon as possible. Obviously with Christmas coming up, things are super busy. So stay tuned for that. They're going to only be available for order through us. That's it. You can't get them anywhere else. Now, I may decide that, you know, Vvivid does sell these products in the end, or anyone else can sell these products in the end, but we're doing 5 limited edition colors, and what I'm going to try to do is come up with 5 new colors every few months that are signature CK Wraps colors. Stay tuned for those. If you have suggestions on colors, I have taken your suggestions by the way, and I'm working on those colors. Some of them, I can't do them all at once, but I am doing some of them. We're gonna see how they go. And if you have suggestions on what colors you want for your car, or colors you wanna see more of, then please leave it in the comments below. I go through them, I write everything down, and I make sure that we take everything into consideration. I do appreciate all the feedback, guys. Thank you very much. Take care.